If you're looking for a weekend of thrills, fashion and speed, then join me at the McDowell Signature Indian Premier Derby. It's the one event you don't want to miss. And remember, the bold always party responsibly. I had never been to a derby before I signed up with the Signature Derby, and to go for one for the first time and then to have seen my face splashed all over the derby because the signature posters were up was quite exciting. I was a bit intimidated. I was like, wow, they've really gone for it. But it was humbling, and to sort of see the races, I took a chance and gambled. I've never gambled before. I don't even gamble during Diwali, but I thought, okay, it's for the spirit of things. But overall, it was fun. It was exciting. You know, lots of people were there. You could sort of feel the excitement in the air, and Mr. Male was there as well. You know, got to meet him, and overall, I was like, okay, this is something that I think I'll get used to. You know, and I'm looking forward to going again. Just for the sport of it, just for the event itself. It's something that I'm glad I did. The derby is edge of the seat kind of an experience to watch the horses run. The kind of adrenaline that you feel, it's what makes the sport that much more exciting for me. And just like I follow up football, I've started to follow up horse racing. I believe that the derby has been happening in the city of Mumbai for the past 70, 80 years. You know, it's almost become a tradition. I think in a city like Mumbai, which is vibrant, it's good to have activities, you know, whether it be theatre and films and sport. A derby sort of adds to the flavour of the city. A lot of people show up. I believe there were some 50,000 people on the day of the derby, and people come out with their finest clothes on, and the who's who is there. So it's an opportunity to mingle, to meet people, and also enjoy a sport, you know, and I think it adds to the flavor of a city, just like the architecture would in so many ways. I think because everyone dresses up, you feel the need to as well. For me, I'm more of a t-shirt and jeans kind of guy, but maybe to the derby I'll put on a jacket. Well, there's a filly called the Hills and Stars, and she won the Pune Derby. She's a long distance runner, and I believe the one most touted to win. So she's one amongst the favourite, I think, at the top. Then we have the Pronto Pronto, who won the Bangalore Derby, and the Indian 2000 Guinness. That's another hot contender to win the races. And of course, there are many others, but these are the two that are slated most likely to win. So I guess you just have to be there and see what choices you have. The official derby drink is the Saddle Up cocktail, just like the mint julep is for the Kentucky Derby, and it's quite refreshing. You know, I think it's good for the day. Probably why it's the derby drink.